Hi everyone, welcome back to another Reddit cheating story. Before we start, please hit the subscribe button and notification bell if you love to watch more cheating stories. Looking for advice on a marriage issue. My wife and I have recently been having trouble with our marriage of 12 years. I think she felt I have not been there for her emotionally since the death of my brother 8 years ago. However, I have always been faithful and there for her and my kids. Recently I have really noticed something off with her behavior. She was really protective with her phone and would always hide it when she received a message and leave it face down. We had already been talking about our issues recently and I confronted her on her behavior. She said that she couldn't believe I would ask her something like that and how could I not trust her. She also brought up something to the fact that because of my behavior she was not sure she would ever be actually to tell me if she was doing anything or even if she were to have an affair. When I had the opportunity a day later I snooped. I have never done anything like this before and I am not justifying my behavior, but I knew something was up. She had been messaging a coworker for quite a while. I found almost a month's worth of text messages where things turned sexual in nature. They had been talking about things that they were going to do together and to each other. Even sending each other pictures of themselves half naked. That night I immediately confronted her on the issue. I asked her to please just tell me who she had been messaging. She denied it. I told her I know. She said no what? I said I know everything. She still denies it. I begged her to tell me. She says she had been messaging her coworker. He was suicidal and needed a friend. I said to her and? She came back with and what? I told her I know there is more and I want you to tell me now. Finally it came out and I told her how I found out. It wasn't pretty. I told I apologized for my actions, but I do not regret what I did. I knew something was up by her behavior and I couldn't let it go. By everything we talked about, nothing physical had happened and she actually has not met this coworker in person. I believe her. Now we are at the point where we are saying we are separated and are going to try to work on things. But it never came up that she would stop talking to this person. It's difficult as they work together and I am not sure it is possible for her to not talk with him in her job. What do I do here? Do I ask her to stop messaging this person? What if she says no? Should this be a deal breaker? I really appreciate all the support. I suppose I should add some things because maybe you think I am too good a guy in this case. I developed pretty terrible anxiety after my brother's death and I think she might be overburdened with dealing with it. I use her as my only support system, which probably is not healthy for either of us. In addition, when the problems first started, before I found out about the EA but not before the EA started, I brought up the fact that I had stopped drinking alcohol for 2.5 months. She questioned why and I made up a story about hiding drinking from her. When I did it I was just trying to get a response and hoping maybe it would give us grounds to talk. To clarify, I do not have a drinking issue and I have not had a drink in 2.5 months. I brought this all to her attention as well and it was not pretty. Here are some of the best comments from our community. Your current actions will drive her right to the coworker. You forgave her quickly. You are promising reconciliation without any conditions. She knows you will never divorce her and she can now have her fun. Why should she stop? She has a sweet deal and is still in the fog. It will turn physical if you continue this course and you will be plan B if it doesn't work out with the coworker. Lay down conditions and consult a divorce lawyer. Tell her she has to do some work to regain your trust. It is physical, I guarantee it. They work together. The only way it hasn't become physical is if he works from another state, far, far away. There should be no secrets in marriage. If you are keeping a secret because you don't want to face responsibility, this can create problems in your marriage. Withholding facts or information your spouse needs to know in decision making is harmful manipulation. Secrets that can hurt your marriage are ones concerning having an affair. Are you sure nothing physical happened? You set your boundaries of what you're willing to tolerate. Going forward as well. Both agree to it or end it. If it hasn't gotten physical yet and they continue, it's just a matter of time. See a lawyer in the meantime and see what divorce would look like. Sometimes it's the wake-up call they need. Her lies more than justify you looking at her messages. She's in the midst of, at a minimum, an EA and you have to stop the negotiations since she has broken your marriage. She has to immediately cease all forms of communications with her AP and you have to contact a divorce attorney to establish your intent to get to the bottom of this and, if need be, formally end the marriage. Thank you for watching. Let me know what you think in the comments below. Remember to subscribe and hit the notification bell.